Hello and welcome back to the channel. Tonight I have two 8-foot tall, my bad, this one's 8 feet, this one's actually 7 feet, but anyways, two classic Gemmy inflatable snowmen. Now these guys, this one's been used like only a few times outside. Other than that, it's brand new. Like it's never been used a single season. This one's been used for maybe 1 or 2 seasons, but other than that, like this one's been used before, this one hasn't. This one was taken out of the box to test, and I mean, he's never been used outside before. I've just taken him out and used him a couple times for maybe just to leave him running for a few hours or so and put him back in the box. Like he hasn't been out at all. But anyways, start off with this one. I got this guy maybe this time last year off of Mercari, and like I said, he was brand new, so no stains, no anything. I've only taken him out of the box a few times. Tether loops are still in pristine condition. They're all flat. They're not like this. You can see where this one's had tethers clipped to it, but this one's like still nice and flat. The arms are really the only thing that don't inflate well on this. Of course, this arm doesn't because it has the candy cane weighing it down. This is kind of limp though. I mean, it doesn't inflate too well, even when it's brand new condition like this. And the twig arms are probably the best fabric on the whole thing. Like they're still pretty crunchy, but the rest of the thing is pretty soft. The white's soft, but the red on the top of the hat, it's pretty good still. Not really any stains. There's one here, but I think it's from the factory. I'm not completely too sure. I'm not too sure on that. Bugs all over these because they're white. It's got a couple thin spots where they've just been rubbed. There's one right there. In this area. They both have their box. This one's box, of course, has all this stuff. The stake pack still sealed. And the metal stakes has the good metal ones in here that don't bend really easy like the rest. Spare bulb. The box isn't really, it's got one little crinkle there. Other than that, the box is still good even. I don't know why they quit they're giving us spare bulbs in these, but tethers are still in a little bag inside of this bag. And this bag's actually kind of thick too, like it's almost like the globe material. Instructions. It's got the original bag still. And like I said, this thing hasn't been used, so I just put it back in its original packaging every time I put it away. Yeah, got the twig arms, toboggan on top. These don't inflate, they're just kind of cut out. And this is sewn on. Plush holly berries and leaves up there. Classic snowman face, red and blue scarf, candy cane. It's got printed candy cane like stripes on it. They're not sewn on. But yeah, that's what he looks like. 8 feet tall. It's actually pretty large for what it is. Of course, the other snowmen are kind of more round at the bottom, and their top hat is taller. So, I mean, most snowmen, their face would be like right about here compared to this one where it's like up here. So, I mean, that makes him look a little taller. But anyways, this one, I actually got it in the mail today. So, he hasn't been out too long. I had to replace this bulb up here. And he actually came with 2 spare bulbs. And I don't know if that was an accident or what, but he came with 2. And he has all of his stakes and tethers still in the box. They're just not in their original bags. But they actually did keep the original bag that the inflatable came in, which is neat. On these, really the best way to tell how many seasons they've been used is on the plug, on the prongs on the plug. Originally, they're like a golden kind of color, but they get more tarnished each season they're used. So if you look at the prongs on the plug and they're not very tarnished, that means it probably hasn't been used a whole lot. So That's what I went by on this one, and I mean, it does look like it's in good shape, but both of these guys are kind of in the stage where they're kind of melting, but the coating won't wash off if you put it outside. Like, if you rub on them a little bit, then you'll get a hole like that. Like, I rubbed that earlier because I was testing the fabric. So if you like rub it a little bit, some of it will come off, but like it's not sticky everywhere and that kind of thing. Like, it's still pretty decent. So anyways, this one also has a printed candy cane, printed stripes, button here, see-through. This one is a little bit see-through, some spots. They're both soft, and the red buttons and the orange on the nose, that's probably the worst two spots on this whole thing, worst two colors. All the white is kind of hit or miss. It looks like this area got wet or something because it's got a bunch of black creases on it, and the rest of the snowman doesn't. Like, it's weird because this whole area is kind of fogged up. When you come over here, it's shiny. So I don't know what happened on that side, but it's just this section, like in here, it's just this section. Cheeks are a little bit faded. They're not too bad, but they're a little faded. This one's got plush holly berries too. And this must have been like one of the last years they did that, because eventually they switched to plastic. I think it was 14 or 15 maybe when they went to plastic berries. Two gloves, green gloves, regular arms, and they're kind of neat because like they widen out here and then they come down here. So I really like the way he's shaped. Like, he's real thin up here and then wider down here at the bottom. Both of these things have SJD B1 fans. It's the one where they have the real thin fan blade. They're not the more powerful ones. I think the more powerful one's the SJD B2, if I'm not sure. I take that back. Maybe the B1 is the stronger and the B2 is the weaker. But either way, they don't have the most powerful fan in the world, so neither of them inflate the tightest. This one definitely inflates better than this one does. Like, if you look at it, it inflates. I mean, he inflates pretty good. Pull the head down, it comes back up. This one, of course, it's bigger, but it has the same size fin regardless, so of course the arm doesn't inflate well at all. It's not because of the snowman, like the fabric, it's just because the fan's crap in this. Not tight at all, even though it's brand new, it's not tight. And there aren't many thin spots on it either. There's just like little spots on the hat that are starting to rub thin. But I mean, it needs a better fan than it has. And a lot of these 8-foot ones have the same problem, where they just put a crappy fan in it and it doesn't inflate it very well. Of course, this one does better, it's smaller, but take a look at the boxes real quick. This one's got one of the 2009, 10, 11, 12 kind of style, where it actually opens from the middle. If you take these tabs out here, then this opens up like that. This opens up, and you can open this and then inside. This one's got really nice instructions too, like it's got the picture of the snowman on it and everything. It has the bag, and all the stakes are down in here. 3 of the stakes and 3 of the tethers are in a bag in here, but 1 stake and 1 tether are left out. They actually put all the metal stakes in this thing. I don't know how they were committed to keeping those, because like not even I keep the metal stakes in these things because they're pretty crappy. But there's the box in this guy. This guy was sold for $60, which is pretty pricey for an 8-foot inflatable, but it was Sears, so I mean, one of these was sold at Kmart and then one was sold at Sears. They're the exact same thing, but of course, if you know anything about those two stores, they're owned by the same company. Like, Sears owns Kmart, so. But yeah, those are these 2 guys. they're kind of similar, so I decided to morph it into one review. But yeah, I either use one of them and sell the other one, or figure out what to do. Maybe not use either one. I'm not sure, but I still have to find a penguin, a Santa, and maybe a polar bear to go with these. Maybe get a couple more scenes for my classic display, but it'll probably mostly just be lights, because I mean, finding these things in good condition is like finding a needle in a haystack. I mean, it's hard to find these things where they're crunchy. I mean, some guys have like a secret place where they somehow source a bunch of these things in good condition, but unfortunately I don't know where to find them like that, so I just have to look on eBay, Mercari, kind of try to get a good deal when it comes up. This guy wasn't that expensive. He was probably around $40, but I'm not sure what I'll do with them. I mean, they were both $40, $50 a piece, so either way, I don't know what I'll do with them, but I might use both, might not use either one, might use one, sell the other one, I'm not sure. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the review, and stay tuned for a couple more videos coming out pretty soon. Try to get around to them when I can, but as always, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.